For months, I kept running into the same problem. I'd feel stuck, overwhelmed, and convinced that my system wasn't working. It was too complicated, so I throw everything and just away and start from scratch. And it felt good, like at first, but every single time that I did that, I ended up on the same place, overwhelmed and no progress. Until today, I finally understood why I kept doing this. And once I saw it, I could easily know what to do to break the cycle. Let me explain this a bit in more detail. So let's see that I have this system, this is my system. And let's say it has many different components. We have some here components, time management, we've got planning, we've got learning, we've got many things, right? And this is all like this, and it's all really messy and complicated and stuff. So I would think maybe I just need to clean this up, but I would feel so overwhelmed. Like me, this is me, me trying to tackle all of this, bro. I got so overwhelmed and I got so frustrated. And then there was also the pressures from my goals, because I had to work on coding project that I had a deadline for. So there was like this anxiety in my mind as well that would not let me think clearly, and it would not let me prioritize things correctly. I would be doing too many things at once and stuff that didn't actually make progress towards my goals, which was maybe trying to over optimize my systems, trying to be perfect with that. So there's many things. I had a bad mindset, a fixed mindset. I would not be able to experiment with new things. So I would feel really overwhelmed and again try to start from scratch. And every single time, like clockwork, I would get stuck on the same thing. Me not having anything and then being super overwhelmed and not being able to tackle all of this. And I wasn't aware of this cycle. I was so deep into it that I just kept doing this again for months. It's like on a video game, when you get stuck on a level on a video game. So you got level 1, we got level 2, we got level 3, and when you like go from you go to level 1 and you do it easily, then you go to level 2 and you kind of do it as well, but then you go to level 3 and you get stuck here like for a good while. You get so frustrated and so unenjoyable. The games feel so unenjoyable that you just want to start over. You just go back to level 1, and it feels easy, it feels nice, you get this, you pass this level even faster, you go to level 2 even faster, and then you go to level 3 again, and you just have the same difficulty, the same thing that you are trying to figure out. Like, how do I do this? Well, I kept going through the cycle again and again, as I've explained. I finally, over the past weeks, I've been much more introspective and realized that this was a pattern. And I asked myself, what if instead of doing this, I actually push through and I don't listen to my voice, to my negative thoughts? So after being really introspective, I started asking myself more deeper questions. What's actually making me so overwhelmed? What is the specific part of the process that I feel where, oh no, I can't do this. Like I wanna start again. Like, what is that specific part of the process? Creating this system and organizing. And I also have the doubt of, should I even be spending this time creating system, or is this just an excuse, something that I'm doing to avoid the hard work? What's the most important thing that I need to do right now in this moment? And now, instead of restarting, I sat with the discomfort and I started breaking things down step by step. I've also realized I improved, because now, instead of being really anxious and panicking, I stay really calm and collected, and I evaluate things logically. I analyze the situation at a higher level. I see the big picture and I stay calm. And the biggest thing that's helping me right now is to be introspective. Like, I have 3 or 4 times a day where I'm reflecting over what I'm doing, over my process. I'm reflecting over my actions, and these are not like very long sessions, like 10 to 15 minutes, but it's enough to see the patterns and to generate new ideas, which leads to my current problem, my current struggle. I'm getting so many new ideas about processes. So this is me again. Yeah, this is me again. So I'm getting so many new ideas that, like, they're coming like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and I don't know where to put them. I don't know how to process them. I don't know how to prioritize them. I don't know what to do exactly. And what I go through is, like, I go to my system, but my system right now is currently like this. It's literally like this. But I finally realized that I can't be restarting again. So my next actionable step is going to be clean up my system and think through it, optimize it, and remove things that are not necessary. Right now I'm using Notion for this, for my systems and my processes and all of that stuff, for implementing the systems. But when I'm actually thinking about the processes, when I'm actually reflecting over them, I'm using just pseudocode. I'm just writing down the system on text. Let me show you. I actually have this on GitHub, as you see over here. I create a method or something that I do, a process, and then I define what it does, what's the outcome, what's the goal of this. And I basically define exactly what I do to be able to be aware of what I do, of what are my processes to develop skills, to think through problems, to do many things, to learn. And I can pinpoint exactly what are the parts that I'm not sure about, that I need to improve, that I can optimize, and that is how I will improve step by step, by making experiments and reflecting over them, trying things out, making many mistakes and experimenting. So here is exactly what I do to be more introspective and to work and to get ideas, to be more creative. So right now what I do is I set a specific task that I'm going to do that is important for my goals, and that is important for the milestones that I have set weekly, weekly milestones to achieve my goals. And I put specific time block towards it, towards the task that I need to do. I set the timer, I put the timer, and after those 10 minutes end, I'm gonna reflect. I'm gonna do a mini reflection. And what I'm gonna do here is reflect on many things that I can improve, on the things that I did wrong, the things that I think I did right, so I can apply it next time. I'm gonna reflect on the little experiments that I did and see what I can learn from them. And this allows me to get new ideas on what I can experiment with next, what I can do better, both for improving my processes, which means the step-by-step actions that I do to do a certain thing, for example, to learn or to improve a skill. And then after I do this, I can create new experiments, new things that I can improve on. Then I will also reflect on my marginal gains. What is the next 1% tasks that I can do to make progress on my goal, and to stack the progress that I've done on this task and go towards the next task, keeping in mind what I have learned on this task. That is what I try to do every single day before I do any task. And I have many things here that I do. I have the tasks, I have Kanban, I have questions. This is all there's too many. It's very overcomplicated. When I try to do anything, when I try to plan a task, I just have to go through certain steps, have to go to buttons and stuff. This distracts me so much from just doing the work. So my next thing that I'm going to do is, instead of starting over and losing everything and just going through the cycle again, I'm going to think of it, I'm going to simplify it, and I'm not going to try to optimize it and create the perfect thing. I'm just going to define what I do currently in the simplest way possible. What do I do currently? Just plan my tasks, prioritize in the morning, plan in the morning, do this thing of mini reflections and marginal gains and experiments and stuff. Do what I like, define what I do right now exactly, put it on the Notion thing, make it as simple as possible so it's easy for me to do the work instead of worrying about where do I need to click and how do I need to insert this task and how do I need to filter this and stuff. And then keep adding step by step, improvement by little improvement, more things into the system, into the Notion databases and stuff, and optimize what I can optimize, add more things to improve, I don't know, my time management, the way I plan, the way I do work blocks, the way I do anything, literally. The key here is not to over-optimize, not to over-engineer, not to try to do the perfect thing. Just define what I currently do, define my current process. If we go here to my tasks, I have many things, and there's like many properties here. Some I don't even use. I get this dopamine when I see that I can optimize some little thing that is actually probably not even worth it. But there's so many things here that I'm not using, that I've put there and out of nowhere. That is what I've been working today. That is my current struggle, and that is what I'm gonna do to fix it. So that's basically it. I'm going to now show you the clips and the videos that I've been recording throughout the day and documenting my life, just what I eat, if I do cold showers, how do I exercise, stuff like this, and random thoughts that I have during the day and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'll see you in a second. Muy bien, siguiente. Let me just show you the calendar over here. I don't have much time, so I'm gonna be really quick. But here it is. I basically fell asleep yesterday in my chair while I was working, and then I woke up at 1, and then I went to sleep again just to get an hour more, so that after I woke up I could just work like the whole morning. And unfortunately, this wasn't a productive morning. I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't. It could have been much better. I felt really paralyzed by so many ideas that I had. But I'm gonna get a bit deeper into it later, I think. But right now I need to take a cold shower and go to school. Then gym, and then I guess maybe I will do something here. And then I will have dinner, meditation, and editing. And then I will wake up at 1 again, or what time? At 1, and I will record and upload the video. I will record in the morning because I think that's when I have the most energy. Like compared with here, I've got much more energy when I wake up, to be honest, because I'm more replenished. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go right now. So see you in a second when I come back and I cook the meal and I eat. So yeah, let's go. So I just came back from school. I'm gonna show you the meal that I've done. So here it is. We've got some chicken breast cooked with onion, tomatoes, olive oil, and here we have some butter on top, just for the calories. There's a lot of protein, lots of fat, lots of calories. I love it. Here we got some peanuts and some onions, raw, both, and I love it as well. So let's get this done, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I probably won't record anything on the gym, but I'll tell you how it goes. And yeah, let's go. Yo, so I came back from the gym and I worked a little bit. I was reflecting about what is my current problem and why I'm creating, like, why I feel so overwhelmed when I'm creating systems. And right now, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna have dinner, then I'm going to edit and I'm going to go to sleep. And then I will wake up really early, like 1 a.m., record the video, and then keep working. So I'm gonna show you the meal. Here we've got it. We've got 12 eggs, sardines, some peanuts, and a salad for the flavor. Of course, omega-3, protein, fats, calories. Really, really nice. Today I did a really good leg day, so I'm gonna have a bit more calories. And my current goal is bulking, lean bulking, to get as much muscle as possible and as less fat as possible. So I'm gonna be eating this. Yep, let's get it. And I don't know if you will see me again. Yeah, I'm gonna meditate a bit later. So I'll see you in a second.